January 31st, and not too much exciting going on today. We're just going to be shooting some primer on this surface here of this spar. We're going to have to get it. How are we going to get it on the back side? Are we going to
same way we did before with like a sponge?
Sponge it on there, kind of, sort of, somehow. But yeah, so we'll get it in the back side of that with some primer. We're going to primer the edge of this gap seal. And was there anything else that we needed to prime with? Oh, we're gonna probably do some priming on the other parts for the wing. We'll probably get that done. So I don't know, not much to show today. I guess I'll shoot some video. And I'll throw some video in. We did start our day off with a little bit of flying. Flew around a little bit. So I don't know. I'll throw some flying clips in there too. I know I've shown us cutting these bend tags off before, but I was going to tell you one thing that I do on this is I take this blue tape and I line it up right with the edge of the skin here, and then wrap it up and around, and make sure it's lined up on the other side with the skin. And that way, that gives me a line that knows right where the edge is, because as you can see, there's a little bit of extra here on this bent edge. But that just gives me a guide where these bend tags need to be taken off. So I'm going to do something different. Usually I use a Dremel to cut those off and kind of grind them down and get them ready, and then I just take a flat file and finish it off there. But I'm going to try it with just my sheet metal shears. I'm just going to cut those off and then just flat file those down, see how that works out. wrapped up here at the hangar for the day. We basically just got these gap seals prepped. These are the ones for this wing. You saw me prepping the other ones for the other wing. They're over there on those skins over there. But got those bend tabs removed, got them filed down, smoothed out, and then shot some primer along the edge of these gap seals on both sides, so that those will have primer on that when we put the stainless steel rivets through. And then we also did the same thing on the back. It's probably finished priming that out. Didn't even think about that. We should have done that way back at the beginning, which we did on the other spar. So those are ready. That main spar, the rear spar is ready. The gap seals are ready, primed, good to go. So we won't have to go through that when we get to that point. So the next thing we're going to be doing is we need to fit these gap seals on. We'll get those fitted on, clecoed in, and then we have to test fit the ailerons and flaps, make sure that they have clearance on those gap seals, and if not, we'll have to make some minor adjustments in there. After that, after we get that done, then we finish riveting this. Actually, we could have finished riveting that fuel tank support already, but we didn't do that because we were lifting that skin, so we didn't want to mess around with that. But we'll finish riveting that, and then that top side is done. We'll need to build a couple jigs to hold this wing so that when we flip it over, it's getting held in the right, in a jig, in the right shape. Then we'll get started on the bottom skin. And we've got a laundry list of things to do with that, so we'll get started on that. What did I see? Oh, there was a question about the C channels that I have for this and where I get that. I just got it at a local store, a metal shop here where I live. They primarily do stainless steel work. They make like commercial kitchen sinks, hoods and stuff like that, and I think they use that in some of their work. Found that business actually through my wife, where my wife works. They have contact with this company because that company does work for the company my wife works for, and so I talked to them. He said he had. Initially, where I got some of it's over there leaning up against the board, I think, somewhere. Anyways, some of that aluminum 2x4, that rectangle tubing. Actually, it's 1.5 by 3. I'd gotten that from that same guy. Went back to get some more. I needed longer pieces for these wings, and he didn't have any. All he had was 1 inch wide. He had 1 inch wide. By 3 rectangle tubing, and but he said, hey, I've got this stuff, and he thought maybe it might work a little better, and by golly it does. So yeah, that's a 1.5 by 3 inch C channel aluminum C channel, and I don't know what to tell you. I found it local from a guy in town, so I found it online. You can get this stuff all online. I think the shipping is probably a little spendy to get, if you have it, if you have one big long piece shipped out. There was actually a couple local companies where I live that do work with steel and whatnot. They can order stuff like that in, but I could only get, I think it was like a 20 or 25 foot length was the minimum length that they would order. They'd cut it up for me if I wanted to, but I really only needed the 2 pieces, at least for now. I guess we'll see. I might have some regrets on that and have to go get that, but we'll see. This guy gave me a really good deal on this stuff. I think it was 10, I want to say it was like $4.25 a foot maybe, or something like that. But ended up, I think it was about $50 for the 2 pieces. At least, I don't know, maybe that's not a good deal. I thought it was a good deal. But anyways, rambling on about that. So not sure when we'll be back. We've got some family stuff coming up. So got visitors coming, so we got to get ready for that. And yeah, this stuff has to sit for 24 hours, or I like it to sit for 24 hours. That's kind of my main that's my standard procedure, is to let that sit for 24 hours, let it get a good cure on it. So we won't get anything done. It's after 4 o'clock, so we won't get anything done tomorrow. Well, I have to work tomorrow anyways. So I guess we could maybe zip up here after work. We'll have to see. I gotta see. My wife is the chief scheduler, and as you saw in the last video, she's kind of the brains of the operation when it comes to remembering how this stuff goes, the steps and whatnot. She's really good at this kind of stuff. But I just swing the hammer. Anyways, yeah, we'll be back up, and we'll get this wing top finished out. But hey, if you're liking the videos, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, if you want to see more of this kind of type stuff, subscribe. And thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the comments, the questions. And that's it for now.